Доброе утро всем. Как дела? Добро пожаловать в мой канал. Good morning everyone, how are you? Welcome to my channel. So this is going to be the video or the start of a weekly series, and it's going to be every Thursday. The Chetverg on Thursday, and I'll be doing it every Thursday. And while at the beginning you might not notice much progress, the hope is that over time, when you tune in to watch these videos, you'll slowly see it. You have to remember that before I met my girlfriend, obviously I didn't know any Russian. I didn't even know the word for hello. So I knew absolutely nothing. So for me, I'll tell you a funny story actually. I thought I knew quite a bit, obviously not enough to kind of get by, but I thought I knew quite a bit of Russian. And I remember when I was last over in March, and my girlfriend had her friend round and her friend's husband over for dinner. I cooked them a traditional English roast, and I thought I knew quite a bit of Russian until they all started having a conversation. And I realised that actually I don't know anything. So this is going to be a short one about my learning of the language, and I hope if I mispronounce something, that's going to happen at the beginning, just because I'm still finding my way you'll see that I do struggle with different letters, and my teacher is helping me with that, and my girlfriend does help me as well. I have books that I read, and when I go to visit her in May, she'll probably take videos of me reading. So lots of learning, and I promise that this is going to be a weekly series, and it'll be every Thursday. So before I start talking about what I know, just wanted to show you the beach in the morning where I walk along. So this is what it's like most mornings, obviously if it's not cloudy, even during the winter. Just show you, because I'll show you what I mean when I was in my previous video. I was walking along there. Okay, so back to learning Russian. So, я изучаю русский. I am learning Russian. At the very beginning, my teacher taught me a phrase like a little bit about myself. So here we go. Я кит, я из Англии, я повар. Мне 39 лет. У меня есть семья. У меня есть сын и дочь. Моему сыну 18, моей дочери 15, но мы не живем вместе. У меня есть подруга. Ее зовут Юлия. Я люблю Юлию. Ja także lubię gotować. Ja wszędzie gotowlю belgijskie wafle we воскресенье. Ja увлекаюсь путешествиями. Moje hobby это футбол. Я изучаю русский. Я one second. Я работаю поваром 22 года. So that's a little story about myself, and every week there'd be something added on, just so I didn't get I get used to memorizing more and more, and again, if I've mispronounced something, that's just part of learning, and obviously over time I'll perfect that. I've also learned days of the week, and I know there are different ways. So if you want to say on that day, you'd say w poniedziałek, w wtorek, w środę, w czwartek, w piątnicę, w sobotę, w воскресенье. And the v is like on. If you want to just say the day as is, you'd say poniedziałek, wtorek, środa, czwartek, piątnica, sobota, and воскресенье. Again, if I've not pronounced something right, obviously I'm still learning, so and I've learned have I do, he does, she does, so it would be ja делаю, on делает, Anna делает, они делают, мы делаем, ты делаешь, вы делаете. And what I've learnt is when you're saying you, there are two ways to say it. Like, you say it to someone that you know, and you say it to someone that you don't know. So to someone that you know, you say ty. And again, that pronunciation, okay, that's going to take me a while, but you'd say ty. If you're saying it to someone you don't know, you say muy. So, I'm learning that. And I noticed that if you want to say I cook, and then so it would be ja gotowlю kartoshku, which is carrot, I believe. On and Anna is he and she, and you would say for both of them on gotowić, Anna gotowić. For they, you'd say ani gotowlю, I believe. For you, for someone you don't know, you'd say muy gotowim kartofel, kartoshku, sorry. Forgive me, I'm trying to remember. Ty gatov, let me try and remember. Ty Gatowice, and we would be the Gatovia. I've probably mixed it up a little bit there, but you know, it's trying to learn something new is difficult at first, but the only way I'm going to learn is by keep practicing it. So I probably messed that up there, but I want to say that I might have mixed some words together in the wrong order. I'm sure you can let me know in the comments below. You know, the thing is, I do know a lot of like words. So obviously, you know, dobre jutro, dobre din, dobre wieczór, spokojnej nocy, you know, good morning, good day, good evening, good night. Spasiba, thank you. Obviously you've got привет, which is hi, and you'd say that to someone that you know. And you got здравствуйте, which is hello, and that's someone you'd say, something you'd say to someone you don't know. And that goes for the same with saying goodbye. So you want to say goodbye to someone you know is пока, and you want to say it to someone you don't know, it's до свидания. Thank you, obviously I said that. If you want to say thank you very much, it's спасибо большое. Please, it's пожалуйста. But as I mentioned in a previous video, if you're going to the supermarket and I don't know, they're handing you your shopping or whatever it may be, and you say spasiba, don't be surprised if you hear пожалуйста back, because in that context it just kind of means you're welcome, no problem, no worries, from what I understand anyway. I know different animals, so loshad is horse, korova is cow, lisa is fox, собака is dog, kot is cat or koshka. There are loads of different ways to say it, but I'm just telling you the ways that I know. Ptica is birds, and you can hear them in the background. Zmia is snake, but if you want to say I want a snake, you'd say ja хочу zmiu. Viju, I think is like to see or see something. Mushina is car. Velociped is bike. Marojane is ice cream. And again, you know, if I'm not pronouncing things 100% perfectly, just forgive me, because, you know, I am still learning. And chai is tea, coffee is coffee, so that's nice if you drink coffee. Ja хочу coffee, пожалуйста. I have recently learnt the words with and without, so s ili bez. So, sorry, s ili bez, not vez, which is with or without. So, yani piu chai, vez, bez, malaka, I sakra. And malaka is milk, and sakra is sugar. And you'll notice that that's probably a word that I find very difficult to say, or the letter, sorry, is like huh, the H sound, which is weird because obviously we have the huh sound in England, but for some reason when I'm saying it in a word, to me it just doesn't sound right. So, you know, I've still got a long way to go, obviously. If you want to speak to someone, obviously, you know, if someone you know, you'd say привет, как дела, how are you? Maybe you'd say как прожил твой день, how was your day? I am speaking to my girlfriend at the moment about, because when she calls me, we talk in English a lot, and you know, while that's good that we can have a conversation, it's not good in the way that it's stopping me from learning Russian. So I said to her, you know, how about once a week you send me a few phrases that I can learn alongside my English, alongside my Russian, and over time we could start having conversations in Russian. So I'm learning a little bit that way. Slon is elephant. Sorry if this all just seems random, but I'm just remembering random words that just pop up into my head. Mish is mouse. Muha is fly. Aline, I think it's Aline. Aline is deer. What else is there? I know other like Chashka is cup, Tarelka is plate, Miska is bowl. I can't quite remember the word for fork, but Loshka is spoon and Notch is knife. It's very random that I know those two words, but not the word for fork. But I'm sure someone will write that in a comment for me. What else is there? So we got Mersa, which is meat, Gribu or Riba, fish, Sir, cheese, as I said, Malako is milk, Yablaka is apple, Chleb, or you say it chleb, which is bread, Masla, which is butter, but that, from what I've understood, that also means any kind of fat, so like anything you cook within like oil, butter, and it also means like the oil for your car as well. So there's Masla, wine is vino, beer is pivar, stakan is glass. So I said, let's say I wanted a glass of water, I'd say dan mnie stakan wody, pожалуйста. Give me a glass of water, please. So as you can see, I know several words, and I can kind of have very small sentences. You know, I could quite easily go into a coffee shop and just say, "Я хочу coffee, молоко, 2 сахара, пожалуйста," which would just be like, "I want a coffee with milk and 2 sugars, please." Sorry, and is E. Sorry, I would have said E. So and is E. So yeah, I'm learning other stuff this week, but I've not quite fully memorized it yet, and you don't want to see me in a video going so even though I've probably done that a little bit in this video, but this will be a weekly series, as I said, every Thursday for четверг. And just you know, if you like this kind of video, let me know. I mean, I'm going to continue to make these anyway, because I feel like it's been interesting for you, and I also feel it will help me as well. So yeah, let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hello, so you're still around. Why not take this opportunity to take a look at some of my older videos, maybe get to know me. I think there's a video maybe coming up here, and probably one here. I recommend watching these because it kind of gives you a little bit more information about me, and about why I'm moving, and there's like a 5-part introduction. So yeah, if you want to check them out, that'd be fantastic, and I'll see you in the next one.